Hi Virgo, this is going to be your reading for 2020. I can hardly say that, 2020. I still can't get my head around it. I've pulled your cards out. I've used Zero Marchetti as the main body of the deck, and I've got a little miniature Rider-Waite deck. I can't even remember the name of the artist on it, so I've had it for such a long time. But I've pulled them out as a clarifiers, and in some instances I've had to pull out a double just to kind of make things a bit clearer, because I've looked over your cards, Virgo, and as anybody who knows how I read will know, I'm not a flowery reader. I just tell it like it is. I don't believe in, I think everybody's life is made up of ups and downs, and I don't make I know that I hear readers that are, everything's fabulous, everything's great, and you're going to breeze. We all know that's no life. If that was your life, you wouldn't be on getting readings, put it that way. So I just tell it as it is. I can be blunt. If you don't like that type of reader, please just click off now, because I've looked round the cards. For as much as it's not bad, there is certain situations I feel I have to bring up. So let's get started. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you do get something out of this. And for all those that are my regulars, then thank you for tuning in, and I'll be doing more for 220. Those that know that that come in every month know that I haven't been very well this year, and I haven't been putting up the amount of videos I normally would. I'm trying to get back on my feet, and I do have personal clients that I deal with, so this is why I've not had up as many readings as I normally do. And I haven't forgotten, I have been getting requests to bring back the tea leaf readings, and I will. It's just getting everything, honestly I don't know where time goes. I seem to just, there's not enough hours in the day for what I need to get done. Right, let's get started. I'm just chatting, blethering on here. Right, we're going to start off in January for you, Virgo, and as you know, you are an earth sign, and you have popped out in your reading twice. You've popped out in March, and you've popped out here in September. We have you out and about, quite prominent in months of March and September. So when we look at January, you're coming into January, you have got the Judgment card and the Nine of Pentacles, and I think you're going to be looking at your life. You're the one that's making the judgment here. You are looking at your finances, even right down to how you're going to be making more money, the job that you're in, what you're doing with your finances, how it's been spent, and basically making decisions about how you want to go forward, not just in finances. I also think it's to do with your health, how you're going to be maybe joining a gym, or just I think you're looking at doing a makeover, and something you could be thinking of, something, you know, getting your hair colour changed, losing weight, getting your skin in good condition, because we have the Nine of Pentacles here. And I did bring out finances because obviously it's a pentacle, it's an earth sign. It's like you're very motivated in the year of 2020 about your finances. I'm not saying you haven't been in every other year, but predominantly in 2020, your finances, you want to be this Nine of Pentacles, ruling over your estate, if you like, in your garden with this lush, beautiful plants, and just basically having everything looking great. It can also be getting the money together, making a judgment on whether or not, is it time for you to move house? Is it time to remodel in the home? I think 2020 is going to be a year where you are going to be getting everything up a gear, Virgo. You're looking to make things, beautify things. Maybe your kitchen's needing redone, or the bathroom, or you want to remodel your cupboard space or something. I really feel that in January you could be searching about for good deals on or looking at contractors or whatever it is that you remember. This was a general reading, and it will be for, but it'll be different for everybody on what it is that you're trying to beautify. I never said before, but this is also for moon and ascendant. And if this doesn't resonate, please look at your moon, and even if it does, look at your moon sign and your ascendant sign as well, because it will give a more rounded view of the year ahead. So that's in January. Moving on to February, we have the Chariot card here. Now the Chariot can be a Cancerian person that could be coming in. Maybe you're going to get a visit from someone who's got a Cancer in their moon, you know, their moon sign, their ascendant, or their sun sign. It can also, and it looks to me, sorry, I was go back to this bit. If it is, it looks to me like you are going to need a lot of inner strength to be able to cope with this person. They could be quite draining. They could be quite a draining person that's coming in. Also as well, sorry, I need to undo this because I'm getting strangled. Also as well, it could be you are going on a trip in the month of February with the Chariot here. You could be looking to go a bit of a distance. And I'm wondering, when I see the Strength card also, I'm wondering if you're having to go to some kind of clinic. The Strength card doesn't normally mean that. I don't know why that's coming to me. This is maybe for someone in particular. I feel that you're looking to go to a clinic for something. Something that you maybe can't get done in your own area. And you're going to be travelling. I think the Strength card's making me feel that you're almost needing your health to be more health to be regained, and you're looking to go and get maybe a consultation or some kind of advice from someone further afield. Maybe whatever it is that you need done can only be done in a different part of your country or a different state. I know I get a lot of people from America. I've got a lot of American clients, and it could be a different state or something that you're having to go to in February. Whatever it is that's happening in February for yourself, you're definitely going to be feeling that you're up for it. You have got this momentum going with you, especially from the January. Right away from the January, you're looking at your health. You're looking at how you want to take things forward. Maybe you've been pains in your joints, or you feel maybe you need a knee replacement or a hip, and you're looking to go and get advice or some kind of consultation in a hospital or a clinic further from where you stay. Moving into March, we have the Emperor here. The Emperor's popped out twice as well. This is March and October. Now, this is normally a mature male. Now, this can either be a father, a brother, your husband, your partner, a boyfriend, an ex-love. But this Emperor is coming in to see you about something. Here you are, the Queen of Pentacles here, and this Emperor is wanting to meet up with you. Now, this could be somebody you're just meeting. This could be a whole new, brand new person. And I'll tell you why I'm going to say that with the cards that's coming up in the next few months. This male, and I'm not even going to say it's a male energy, it's a male, is going to make an impact in your life. Now, they're normally fire signs. I always see the Emperor as an Aries. Can be a Leo, can be a Sagittarian. But it's a very strong energy. It's someone who is good at giving advice. I don't know how to explain it. They're just someone who will take over things, as in take over the decision making. Really a real strong male energy. And when I say that I don't mean that in a sexist way, because I can have quite a strong male energy as well, because I'm very straightforward and no nonsense. That's the kind of energy we're talking about. It doesn't have, sometimes when you say things like this, people assume you're just talking about men, and I'm not. It depends on who this energy is. But this particular, whatever your sexual preference is, this particular energy is coming in for you. I'm going to move on to April, and in April we have the Ace of Wands. So there's a new energy coming in that it will push you forward. It could be offer of a new job. It could be the offer of something to collaborate with other people. Could be an offer of making more money, because we have the Seven of Pentacles here, and this is you looking about at what you've already, the seeds you've planted in the past, what you have accumulated to this day, to up to April of 2020. You can look a bit kind of fed up, as if you're looking like, you know, this should have maybe came on a bit faster, but you're going to be given some kind of boost, if you like, that will make all these seeds. Now, when I see a pentacle, I normally do think of finances. It can be anything that is in the material world, whatever it is that you are trying to accumulate, something is coming in that is going to give that boost. So look out for that, Virgo, in the month of April. There will be an offer made. I'm going to go back to this and take away, you know, you could also be getting fed up about your home life, maybe your love life, how things are going. It doesn't have to, as I said, it can be about the material world. And when I look at the Ace of Wands, if you look at the Ace of Wands, is very phallic. And remember, we did speak about the Emperor coming in as well. So there could be some kind of passion coming your way. I'm not seeing love, I'm not seeing cups here, but there could be a passionate, you know, some kind of passionate moment going to be offered in the month of April for Virgo. And I think you may take up on it, because I think you look like up to this point you've looked at your love life or your home life, and it's maybe just let you down a bit, or you're just fed up with it. You could be looking to jazz things up. Can also be as well, if you're already coupled and you're happy, it could just be a boost into your relationship that you've already got, because it has been getting a bit stale and a bit kind of samey, and something's going to happen that's going to bring the two of you closer. May, we have the Lover's card, and I really do think this is a kind of soulmate card coming in, or you and your soulmate getting together. But we have the Five of Swords here with it, so look out in May that you're not doing more quarrelling and arguing than lovemaking. Just be careful with your partner that you're not, you know, could be from the beginning of the year where you've been wanting to maybe make all these changes, it's putting a lot of pressure on you and your partner. Or if you've not got a partner, this is maybe why. Maybe you're just at this particular stage where you are becoming more argumentative for whatever reason, and you're pushing people away. You could be pushing your partner away. And if you're in any doubts that the person who's coming in or the person you're with is not your soulmate, when I see this card, I think, and it did come out in the upright, I do think that they are the right partner for you, and you could be pushing them away as a mechanism for not to get too involved. A lot of people do that. It's almost like, excuse me, sound. It's almost like you are trying to sabotage your relationship in the month of May, so just be careful. Also, it can be maybe they are pushing your buttons for some reason and you're responding. Don't respond to any button pushing from your partner. We're moving into July and something's ending, and I think it's a way of thinking, because I pulled out the Ace of Swords, and it's like a new way of something being offered, and it's probably your thoughts, how you express yourself. Maybe you've been an explosive person before, and now you're going to actually start to think before you speak. It can also be getting more clarity in how you speak, without being vague. Maybe you were quite vague. Maybe people didn't realise before what it was that you wanted, because you were always quite vague. You're going to get a new way of responding, and the Ace of Swords is coming in. this sword could be to just cut through all the nonsense that you no longer want in your life, because the death card also came out for that. So there's an ending in something, and I think it's an ending in negative thinking. You could just be getting a new clarity and how things are to be. Don't look at the death card as anything in particularly bad. I mean, I know when you look at the death card, we have the scythe here, and we have the sword. You know, this could also be you, and don't take death literally in this, okay? It's not literal. It could just be the ending to pain that you've had. You know, there could have been a time of quite painful arguments in the family, some kind of harsh words being said, and this is just the ending of it. It's all going to stop in July, and again, this is going to be different for everybody, so just be aware of your particular situation. Also, as I spoke before, for some of you, you could be getting a hospital appointment round about that time. You could be getting for your operation or whatever procedure it is that you are due to go in for in the month of July. But moving up into August, and for the main card, we had the Three of Pentacles. Now that is about collaboration. It's about getting together with other people to about how you're going to work, bring in more money. As we can see, I couldn't remember the name of this the other day when I was doing another reading. The anvil. You know, you've got an anvil in the back here with a fire. It's like, you know, how many rods have you got in the fire? You could be getting more work coming in. You could be going to try and get someone else to help you out here, because we have the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Cups is normally, look at all these different thoughts. There's someone lying on a bench, kind of almost daydreaming, and it's, you know, don't stay in the daydreaming stage. You have to start making decisions, and making the decisions that is going to take you forward to get this extra money to come in, Virgo. So, you know, you could have these different offers or different choices that you have to make, but you're just at a stage so far that you're not quite sure how to do it. Depending on what you do, if you keep lying on the bench and not making a decision, these Three of Pentacles will disappear. And the irons that you've had, you know, you could have already been putting out feelers to get new work to come in, new orders, even CVs, applying for other jobs. But unless you actually do it, make the decision to go ahead and push forward, well, nothing will happen. Sorry a minute, the camera's moving about here. So look out for that as well in the in August. Let me think now, let me see. I don't know what's going on here. Everything seems to be floating about. Sorry, that wasn't August. That was in... I'm getting mixed up. This keeps moving about. Right, moving into September. No, take a step back. In August, we are getting... Do you know, I put all these wee things out so I know what month I'm on, and for some reason they keep moving. I have no idea where they moved to. I mean, I haven't got up or moved anywhere. There's some work getting done in here. I'm going to be sick. I'm back. Had to fix windows, curtains, everything. The light was just shining right in. Right, so going back to August, I think you are at a stage with the Four of Pentacles where you are going to be really looking at your finances. You could be holding on too tight to your finances at this particular moment. Both fours, the Four of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. So it's almost like you are... You could be looking at all the work that you've been putting in and just still kind of bored with it. It's like you don't feel satisfied in August with things that are happening still in the home. This doesn't have to be about money. This can just be about your life in general. What is relevant to you in your home life, your family life. Now remember, we spoke about this before when we went back to the Seven of Pentacles, where you're trying to move on with everything that you have accumulated over the years. You're now still sitting looking back. I think you may not have really got what you expected from the decisions that you were making the month before. Maybe whatever it is that you're doing is taking a lot longer than what you expected. Maybe you've not been putting in the amount of energy or money that you had to, and you're kind of hanging on, maybe a bit frightened to make the financial commitment in the month of August. But we're moving into a better time here, because we are moving to September and it looks like a celebration. Here you've turned up again the Queen of Pentacles here. The Queen of Pentacles with the Three of Cups, and it looks like you're going to be organising some kind of celebration. Now, if you are self-employed, it could be that you are having some kind of exhibition of some kind. You could be having, you know, one of these talks and whatever it is that you're doing, inviting people along to a kind of gallery or some kind of opening, but you're getting together with people celebrating something. Now this could be it could be anything really, whatever it is that you want to be celebrating. Could be getting engagement, could be getting married, maybe you're organising your a friend or family's party, but you're going to be getting either organising it or you're getting an invitation to go along in September. We get to October. Sorry, my nose is so itchy. We're getting to October and this Emperor has came out again. The Emperor that we saw in March is playing a part again in your life in October. And it would look to me that the Six of Pentacles, this Emperor could be helping out financially with something. They may be putting in some kind of financial some financial help into whatever it is that you're trying to get up and running. Maybe you're looking to get more finances off them to do whatever it is with a home. Maybe you're going in together, a partnership with this Emperor, but it looks like you are maybe even thinking about collaborating in such a way that's a lot of give and take. It's not just maybe you giving in or just the Emperor, but you're looking to go on the same page with this person. It could be that your finances, you're going to draw finances from both of you to pay for something, or to maybe pay for a holiday, pay for more money for a bigger house, something. You're definitely going to be collaborating with an Emperor in the month of October. We get into November here, and this is where I pulled out two clarifiers, because there's going to be some kind of heartache going on in November. This is January, it's going to be different for everybody. There's going to be heartache coming in on November, and it looks to do with love, and it's almost like I think someone's leaving, or there's some kind of separation going on. We've got the Two of Wands here, and it's almost like you can see you standing, looking out, waiting. It's almost like you're waiting on something coming back, and it's the Ace of Cups is in reverse. It's as if something emotional or some kind of love is lost at this particular time. This is why I gave the disclaimer at the beginning of the reading, because this had came out. Something's going to happen, and I'm wondering if it's with this Emperor. I'm wondering if it's with the Emperor card. Something's going to happen that's going to make a fallout, and they could just get up and leave, or you decide to get up and leave, because it looks like a breakup. It's almost like whatever the emotional bond was is gone when it gets to November. And looking at December, it's carrying through to December, because we've got the Five of Wands here with the Three of Swords, and it doesn't have to mean a physical fight, but it's like some kind of turmoil. It could just be arguments. This could be how you feel. You're still heartbroken, but it's almost like you're torn in all sorts of directions about whatever this ending was, and it's heartbreak. It's, people ever tell you that's not a bad card, they're lying. This is a card to bring in heartache. I will pull out another clarifier to see if it can shine any light on this. Remember, this is a general reading, and it will be different for everybody. It could just be that maybe this celebration in September was a celebration of a wedding of your family, you know, a child, and they're just kind of, you're just feeling that they've moved out now and you've kind of lost your child, I feel like, even though you haven't. And it could just be making you feel that kind of heartbroken way. That someone's maybe moved away. That can be what it is as well. Someone's moved away and you're kind of wanting to go with them. If you look at this card, they're just standing looking onto the ocean. You're heartbroken, you want to go. It's as if your cup of love has been emptied out in November. But in December, with the quarrelling and you feeling maybe this kind of feeling of not being settled, or you don't actually have, as I said, you don't actually have to be physically fighting. This could be you inside, how you feel with this heartbreak. You're just, your stomach and everything's just, oh, right, let me see, in the reverse. The High Priestess in reverse. You're not listening to your inner guidance, Virgo. You're not taking heed of the outer messages that is coming into you. I really feel that you are someone's trying to give you a kind of download, whether it be your angels, your ancestors, your guides, and you're just not listening. You're so in your own head. It's almost like you're just not accessing your own inner guidance at this particular point in December 2020. So, no point in pulling out any more cards because this is going to be different for everybody. But I think if you start looking at the decisions that you're making midway through the year, it could certainly change how your outcome will be. Remember, nothing is set in stone. If you are given warning signs, people just refuse sometimes to look at warning signs, especially when we had up here, maybe fighting with your partner, maybe saying some things, or, you know, quarrelling all the time, can lead to this other, you know, if it takes a long while to get a situation going, it can take quite a long while to get it to a particular final stage. So if you can go back and retrace your steps to where things were starting to go wrong, maybe that's when you can start to rectify it. I'm going to leave it there, Virgo. I'm sorry that it never finished off in quite a happier note, but I'm afraid that's life. And as I keep saying, this is a general reading. It won't be for everybody. Look up your moon sign and your ascendant sign, and remember, you're the one that holds the key to your life. If you say to yourself, no, I'm not going to respond to this, this isn't going to be for me, then that's fine. That's up to you to change it. So I hope you get something out of that, Virgo, and I hope to speak to everybody in 2020. Speak to you all later. Bye bye.